Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to RuckU News. As some of you have noticed, it is my birthday today. I've been spoiled with cakes. Tom Berg, he bought me this, very nice. A few other presents. And Jack, the 8-year-old, when asked by Lisa what he wanted to get his dad, maybe a few, tally nice things, a few ideas. Jack said, let's get him a cake with loser on it. It's nice that, isn't it? He sussed me out. Anyway, a few bits of news before I get really drunk. I like this. Jake White has been asked to come in and have a look at Toulon, oversee Tana. Yeah, now, what is he going to say? I'll tell you, I could do a much better job here, I'll tell you, Tana, useless, Useless. I love France. I really do. I love the climate, I love the people, and I love you, Mr. Owner, more than anyone. I really do. I'm on my hands and knees here, showing you how much I love you. So, I think, yeah, it'll be a very unbiased view. Tana must be delighted. Jake White, hey. Greg Somerville, the All Blacks' most capped prop of all time, is on the bench for Gloucester this weekend. And I saw on the club website, the reason he's on the bench, because they found out he's only got 5 toes. Yeah. We only noticed that in the change room. He was having a shower, where he's all looked down. Fucking hell, he's only got 5 toes. Put him on the bench. Scott Hamilton, but Leicester. He'll be coming across his old teammate, Dan Carter, as he makes his debut against Leicester. And I love the quote here. Scott said, I've played with him for 6 years, and I never saw him stressed. Oh, whatever. I know there's not a lot going on in New Zealand, but hey. O'Gara Ronan is set to become the first player to break 1,000 points in the Heineken Cup. He said, I lost count after a past 5. The full quote, of course, was, I lost count after past 5. By the way, who's the favourite in Newbury in the 2:30 Beresford Stakes, please? Yeah, so Ronan, God, he keeps going, doesn't he? Brilliant! I'd like to welcome the Beast to the website. He's made quite an impact already. And the Beast, there is quite a lot of money on offer for information on Docker. Send me a private message or I'll give you my email. Any news on Docker, always welcome. Got to read you some quotes here. I know Dowie's a huge favourite. Shane Williams. Seen some great quotes from him this week. The 31-year-old was quoted as saying, unreal, isn't it? From a valley. Whereas in the past, New Zealand would come over and tour and thump all the teams. This year, teams are proving we can compete with the best in the world. Where? How about this? We felt we were good enough to beat South Africa. We played a very good 40 minutes against New Zealand, but lost in the second half. We won the first half. I reckon we were running in the tunnel saying, we're beating you. We're winning the first half. We used to say that at school. We lost in the second half. A game does comprise 2 halves. Williams refused to be drawn on whether Wales, who last season topped the Six Nations standing after completing Grand Slam wins, were still the best team in Europe. We'll see, he said, we're progressing. He said, I don't want to jinx the side, but I believe we're capable of big things. I think. I don't want to jinx us, but I think we're better than anyone else. I think we're going to shit on everyone. I don't want to jinx us, mind. Yeah, brilliant. Shocking news. I went to the varsity match yesterday. I was invited and I sat in the committee box. And did I get some looks? You can see these old boys sitting down. I can have a few of them, really. It was great. It did remind me. I used to, as captain, I used to have to go to the East India Club. I don't know if any of you have been there. It's like going back in time. Every year I had to go and have lunch with whoever was the new president of the Rugby Football Union. And I remember this guy, Ian Beer, who was headmaster of Harrow. Sat me down, God's honest truth, chatting away over the strata. And eventually he said, right, William, he said, what I really want you to concentrate on this year are your speeches. So I laughed. I thought, Christ, he's got quite a dry sense of humour. And I looked at him, I said, well, no, come on Ian, what is it? He said, oh, I'm being absolutely serious. He said, I don't believe you'll put anywhere near enough effort into your speeches after the game. I said, no, I don't. Well, you should. He said, this is one of the few times that guests of the Rugby Football Union will hear the England captain speak. I said, well, Ian, not being funny, but I think maybe winning and all that sort of stuff is more important. No. He had some great moments, actually, to be fair to him. He wrote me a letter. They were opening one of the stands. And he wrote me this letter, which I did actually read out to the team the morning of an international. Because we were all quite edgy. We were in good state of mind. And I just wanted to break the ice. And he wrote me this letter. I remember reading it. He said, because you can imagine, you get there, rugby team, we used to get to Twickenham, and the guys would have headphones on. Some of the guys go for a walk on the pitch, about an hour before the game. They didn't talk to each other, let alone anyone else. And he used to wander on the pitch. I don't know why. He said we wanted him there. We didn't. Everyone wanted him to fuck off. And he used to wander around trying to talk to people, and they just ignore him. And he wrote and said, he said, do apologise to the team that I won't be able to walk the pitch for them, but I'm up to my eyes in royalty today. Yes. Although I was pretty good, political animal. The year after he was president, we'd been to South Africa, where it was fairly obvious that everyone got paid. And we came back, we had this big argument with him, Brian Moore, Rob Andrew, myself, about it was obviously a professional game, Ian, let's just be honest. Well, he did this big interview in one of the papers or something, I can't remember, saying that I told him that we should cheat like the rest of the world. It annoyed me. And I remember it very well. It started the 95 Grand Slam, actually. We played the Irish and we won. Good win. And I was getting pretty drunk in the after-match function. And he came over and slapped me on the back, which I fucking hated for a start. I looked up and he said, well, what a great win today. So I stood up and I thought, I liked it. I said, Ian, how very nice to see you. I said, listen, I read the article a few days ago in the paper, and you said that, we should cheat. I said, come on, Ian, you and I both know I didn't say that, apology would be nice. It was a great moment because he said, now listen here, boy. And all I remember was Jerry Guscott, who I was drinking with. Jerry and a few others went, oh, no. And I grabbed him by the throat and rammed him up against the wall and told him how pompous he was. And everything. Always a good political move. But Ian Bday, yes. So I was at Twickers in the council box. I'd been there. Safe to say, as I was leaving, I turned around to see these guys sprinkling holy water on the seat where I'd been. Still popular. See you next week.